I am currently 4 weeks and 2 days.
Yo, you did it. It took 1 month. Now we're pregnant. Alrighty, good morning everyone. Firstly, I'm sorry for the lighting. I'm literally in a car park. I'm glad I at least have enough light to be able to see to do my makeup, which is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be doing my makeup and I'm going to be chatting with you guys and I'm going to be talking real fast because that's what I do when I talk normally. I try to like slow it down normally when I'm doing, you know, like proper planned videos and whatever. But today we're just chitty chatting. So this is how it is. So I am 4 weeks and 1 day today, which is obviously still very, very early, but it's still very exciting. In terms of symptoms, I have mostly just been really tired. I'm getting to like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon and I am just like dead tired. Like I'm not nauseous, but I'm almost feeling sick because of how tired I am, which is, I mean, it is what it is. The issue is that today, today I have like an all-day team workshop thing, and my team knows that we're trying to get pregnant, and the team is like 8 women and 1 guy. So I think have all the women, like 7 out of 8 of them have had kids, right? So they know what it's like. So I have to try pretend that I'm not dead tired when we get to like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, really tired. These are like doing their thing, they're doing their work. I am already not fitting some of my bras. They're like the smaller ones. You know how it's kind of like you fluctuate through the month? See how long we last, because everyone's bodies are different. I feel like if you start out at like an A, yeah, you're gonna end up at like a C or a D maybe. I'm starting at a D, sometimes like verging into double D, so I don't know where we're gonna end up. I don't feel like I need to, you know, put on that much extra, but maybe my body's got different ideas and I'm gonna be a blimmin' F by the time we get there, but that's quite funny. No sickness yet, but from what I can see, morning sickness generally starts around like 6 weeks and peaks at 9, so maybe we've still got that to look forward to. What I'm hoping though is that because it took us so long to get pregnant, it took us 16 months to get pregnant, and I'm 28, like it doesn't make sense. But anyway, what I'm hoping is that, oh sorry, let me just look for something. If you ever wonder if I'm lying to you about my frugal hacks, this is literally what I keep my makeup brushes in. Oh, haha, we found it. So, oh, mirror, I'm sorry, then that blocks out the light, then I can't see. Okay, we're doing this one. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying that I hope that because it took us so long to get pregnant, that the giant baby gods, I imagine they're like gods, but they're like giant babies, are gonna be like, oh, you're all good from here because it took you so long to get pregnant. You're gonna hold the pregnancy, you're not gonna have terrible symptoms, you're gonna be pretty mobile and like functional through your pregnancy. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know, you might be laughing at me. I might be laughing at me in a few weeks, being like, haha, you thought. But that's what I'm like hoping for. So yeah, still feeling good. I have a naturopath appointment tomorrow. I will do like a whole separate video on what I was eating for the last month, because I very much believe that me changing my diet and then my husband adding in some specific supplements that are very much catered towards like specific factors of sperm health that would be more likely to affect someone on a vegan diet. I very much believe that that is why we were able to get pregnant. So I'm going to be talking a lot more about that, but I'm going to see my naturopath again this Friday to be like, yo, you did it. It took 1 month. Now we're pregnant. And I'm sure that she will be over the moon, and also to just like check in on what we should be doing now to try and support the babies. Well, it's technically, is it an embryo now? It was a blastocyst last week. Is it an embryo? Yep, it's an embryo now. That's what it is. Just to support the embryo's health and like specifically what it needs right now to try and make sure that it sticks and that the pregnancy sticks, and all of that. I will say again, like the whole reason I went to see a naturopath is because it was really hard to get good advice about what to eat when you're pregnant. I feel like in this country, and maybe it's in other parts of the world too, they're very, this lighting is great here, I'm gonna stay right here. They're very like focused on what not to do. So they're like, you know, don't eat loads of this, don't eat loads of that, don't eat too much of this, don't smoke, don't drink, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's really cool and stuff, but I was asking what I should do, not what I shouldn't do. And like the not doing the bad stuff like smoking and drinking and whatever and doing drugs and whatever, like that's totally fair. But I feel like we kind of, I don't know, I feel like New Zealand's a bit fast and loose. We're like, oh, don't do this, and then she'll be right. And I'm like, no, because, you know, we were like 16 months in, not pregnant. So I'm like, what is it that I need to do? What's the best thing to do? Not the best thing not to do in order to get pregnant, right? And now again, now that I'm 4 weeks and 1 day pregnant, everything that I can see, I'm gonna get mad about this now, everything that I can see online from like New Zealand resources, and I have looked at some from overseas as well, but all the stuff in New Zealand is just like, eating for two is a myth. You don't need any extra food before this time, and then at that point you only need equivalent of half a peanut butter and jam sandwich. So don't eat too much, and don't have like these things that are more at risk of you getting food poisoning and stuff. So they're talking about like the don't clean the litter box, and don't have raw fish, and don't have this, and the rest of it is just like, you know, I saw one bit that was like, oh, you know, having a good weight during pregnancy is like optimal for the baby's health, so here's some advice on that. So I'm like, great, that's awesome, because I want to make sure that I am sufficiently fueling myself with the right things, right? And then I go and read it, and what they're talking about with being a good weight is basically them just saying like, don't be a fatty. And I'm like, what the? This is your useful advice. This is what you have. In a world where disordered eating is so common, where so many women are so freaked out about gaining weight during pregnancy, and all you're doing is basically validating that and saying, oh yeah, don't be a big fat fatty. Like what the, oh, I just feel like we should be beyond this kind of just like generic anti-fat nonsense. It's yeah, anyway, I think I've kind of lost my train of thought, but basically I just want information on what is good, not what isn't good. So that's also where the naturopath comes in, is it's going to make it a lot easier for me to get good information from the perspective of, we want to make sure that we're fueling ourselves in a healthy, productive, best practice kind of way to help give the baby and myself exactly what I need.
I am currently 4 weeks and 2 days, and after sending a video message to some family the other day, I was like, you know what, I need to just do more vlogging like this, because I feel like just talking to them in these moments, but I also feel like just talking to you guys. So here we are. So if I'm sounding a little bit strained, it's because I've suddenly had some lower back cramping come in, which is pretty similar to period pain for me. I don't generally get, oh, I gotta stand up. Ugh. I don't generally get like cramping through here. I usually get in here, and it kind of feels, I've described it to people like if someone was standing like this and just like leaning into my back. That's kind of what it feels like. So anyway, I am currently bent over to just try help ease it. It's just come on in the last 5 minutes. Okay, so 4 weeks, 2 days today. We went to naturopath appointment today. She was so happy for us, which again is so exciting. And like, honestly, it's crazy. I mean, I went to a naturopath basically because I wanted someone who like could help piece together all of the really good research that there is out there around like eating to support fertility. Like I wanted to add in that factor, like I'm doing good sleep and good exercise, sorry, pain, and I wanted to add in that. And within like a couple of days of changing my diet, I felt awesome. I ovulated day 14, and normally I've been ovulating later, so that was a really good sign. And then we got pregnant, which is like crazy. So I mean, this was only our second appointment with her, and she was like, yay. So it was really good to kind of see her and just get some general advice on like what to do to help support the pregnancy and what I need, what my body needs, sorry, like right now, which is good. So it's all about like getting the folate, getting the iodine, getting the iron, and helping support that like placentification, I don't know, the placenta growing. I have been not so hungry today. Who knows, this could be the start of nausea, we'll see. And so for dinner I'm having I have like the last of my sourdough. I'm literally, hold on, wait there. This is my sourdough that I'm making now. So this is a sprouted grain sourdough. Oh, look at that, nice and sticky. So this is 2 loaves, this isn't 1 loaf, don't freak out. But yeah, so I'm making this now. I've got to do like the shaping and then the reshaping into the little containers for overnight. That's the only thing I need to do for this one. Oh, I'll put that back. So I'll get more sourdough tomorrow. I'll bake it tomorrow morning, but that means I'm on the last of my sourdough. So I did like a tiny little cheese, what do you call them in the States? Grilled cheese. Cheese toasty we call it here. And then I just have like a basic kind of like Greek salad. And then I have these little spicy vegan nuggies, and they're really good because I just don't have the appetite. I suppose this is what I've got to look forward to. The pain, embrace the pain. But yeah, I've been pretty lucky up till now. Tired, and now with the lower back pain. Oh, okay. So I need to try and make food for Josh because I have like meals for me for the next like 4 days in the fridge, particularly if my appetite isn't as good. So I need to make something for him too. So I'm gonna get on with that. But I wanted to say hi to you guys. I have my doctor's appointment in a few days. We're doing good, apart from this cramping that suddenly come through. But this is normal. This is normal for early pregnancy. So fingers crossed that everything's all good, and I will talk to you guys soon. Morning everyone. I'm just here sitting with this puppy dog who decided to bark at ghosts at 2 a.m. for like solid 30 seconds. I'm feeling pretty good this morning. Last night I did have some issues where I wasn't like feeling nauseous as such, but I was feeling like uncomfortable and like I couldn't kind of get comfy, and I kind of ended up like holding my stomach a bit while I was sleeping and just kind of trying to lie like this to get comfy, and then I did manage to. So yeah, it's been a little bit weird. We'll just see how we go on that. I've already had my like little morning snack like I always do, which is good, and then yeah, we'll see how we go from there. We are 4 weeks and 3 days today.